Everyone, welcome to today's workshop. We're just waiting for Trevor and for everyone to hop on. So to start with, can you guys hear me? If you can, please drop a 1 or 2 or 6 or something in the chat box so I know that this is working. All right, seems to be working. Cool. Loud and clear. Awesome. So where are you guys from? I recognize a few people here, but some of you guys I don't think I've seen before. Oh, we got Janice here again. Cool.
Can you hear me?
Johnny's from Las Vegas. That is awesome. I've been to Vegas like 7 or 8 times, I think. That's probably my favorite place I've ever been to so far.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can, but I kind of want to ignore you because you were like 1 minute late, so I don't even know if I should let you speak now.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. I'm sorry about that.
I might just block you instead and do this myself. So
Go on then. Go for it.
I'll make you the
Who we
percentage
got?
between.
Who we got? Who we got? Oh, we're
We
showing
got
the
a lot of
screen,
people
right?
on today,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah, let's just get this ready to rumble.
All right. So yeah, I was asking people where they're from. So yeah, the first person that wrote was Johnny, who's from Las Vegas. So that made me very jealous, of course.
Of course, your favorite place in the world.
Yes. I have to go back to Vegas soon and just have some mojitos and enjoy the weather.
I see we've got Kevin on,
Yes.
Pauline, Johnny, Charles, John, Anthony, Zora, Janice again. How you doing, Janice? Jill, Charles, Anthony. I've done that already. Philip. There's a funny old thing, this GoToWebinar. Why can't we just have a list of everybody that's on rather than the people that are actually sending us messages?
And we probably can. We probably just don't know how to do it.
Actually, just 1 second. I need to log out of Facebook because I've got people messaging me. So just bear with me a second. Can you see my
Sure.
screen now?
Yes, I can. All right, so I'll just see where people are from. So we've got Anthony from Denver, we've got Charles from New Jersey, Pauline from the UK, Philip from Spain, and we've got Jill and Zora from Texas. We've got John from UK. We've got Carlos from Texas as well. So we've got 3 people from Texas on today.
Mm.
Kevin from Ireland. I like Ireland. We had fun there. Carl
Yeah.
from Tennessee. We've got Robert from New York. Oh, vi got Roger from Sweden. Välkommen Roger. Ska vi prata lite svenska idag kanske?
Tack.
We've got Anthony from sunny Spain. I miss the sun. I don't really see the sun at all when I'm in Sweden.
I miss the
We got
sun.
Travis from Huntington Beach. That place is beautiful. I was there in 2007, I think it was. It's
Travis
really
is
nice.
like a funky Trevor name, isn't it? It's like if I was going to pimp my name, I'd pimp it to Travis.
You probably would be Travis then for sure. Travis
Yeah.
Carr. And his name
Yep.
is actually Travis Carl, so that pretty much is your name.
That's close. That's yeah, maybe Travis is my kind of
Your long lost
alternate
twin.
self.
Yeah.
Yeah, doppelganger, parallel universe person.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we got Valerie from
Fantastic.
Honey Creek. We have we got
Larry
another
from
Swedish
Southern
name,
Indiana.
Barbro from Göteborg. Welcome. Kim from Canada. We've got David from Noosa in Australia. I've been to Noosa as well. That place was also really nice. I feel like
Jill
I've
is
been
psyched to
everywhere.
be here. We got Steve from London. How's it going, Steve? We got
We've got a neighbor as well from Finland. We've got
we've
Daryl
got
from
Ida, as in Florida. How you doing, Ida?
Florida. Cool. All right. Well, I think we probably have everyone that's going to be here. I guess we might have some people hop on soon, but I guess we may as well start anyway.
Yep, I guess we may as well. So thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate your time today, and we hope you have a good time. Hope you have a bit of fun. We certainly like to have a bit of fun. So our goal for this webinar is we want to share some golden nuggets with you that will help you to make some real progress with Headway. Now, stay until the end because we've got some great training to deliver to you today, and we don't want you to miss anything. And for that reason, we have a very special golden nugget of money-making wisdom that we will reveal at the very end. and there is unlikely to be a replay of this actual webinar, so you don't want to miss that. If you're thinking you can just jump on the replay, then you might not be able to. So just to let you know that. Now, very important, we'd like to ask that you pay attention and focus during this webinar without distractions. So please close the door if you've got one, put your phone on silent, sign out of Facebook, Skype, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever you can think of that could possibly interrupt you, and just give yourself a little bit of you time to enjoy this. So who are we? Well, a lot of you already know us, but for those of you who don't, we're Trevor Cart and Jonas Lindgren, and here's a few holiday snaps of us.
From Ireland.
Plus my favorite one over on the right hand side, where I'm rocking a kind of moustache, and I suppose that's like sideburny things going down there as well, right? It's the whole look, isn't it? The glasses,
looks pretty cool.
The bandana. Yeah. I reckon I could pull that off. I don't think my wife and kids would really be
Maybe
that
you
impressed.
Could try that for like Halloween next year or something.
Is it that scary? So here we are having a little snap, taken in a lovely little restaurant where we had some fancy burgers in Dublin, and we both make a full-time living from the internet, and between us we have made a substantial amount of money, not to show off, but just to kind of give you the idea that you're in safe hands, you're with people that know what they're doing. We've made over $436,000 in affiliate commissions. Now that's excluding vendor sales, vendor profits, that's excluding prize contest money, of which could be substantial. I mean, I recently won $5,000 on a contest, for example, just a few weeks ago. So that's excluding all of that, which is pretty cool. And here's some proof that we are the real deal. This shot was taken, I believe, yesterday. Yes, the 11th today. So yesterday, as you can see down there, hence me highlighting it, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the 10th of December 2019. And you can see the figures there, nearly $1,600 that day. Yes, the day before was 3,400. Last 7 days, 25. Last 30 days, 43,596, which is not bad. Okay, so let's crack on with some training. So tip 1, this is big, and I've got to say, you know, what we're about to teach you here, when was the last time you did this, Jonas? Because I can tell you, I did it about 10 minutes ago.
A couple hours ago, I think.
We do this every single day. Every single day. It's this is something that if you don't do this, you're leaving money on the table. Because the difference that inboxing can make is massive. It's huge. If you've got an email list, then pay close attention to this. But if you don't, then please do pay close attention to this as well, because you should always be building your list. So this is going to come in useful even if you've not got a list, because you're going to be building your list soon if you're doing the right thing. So the secret sauce is called GMAS. The URL for this is GMAS, as you see it on the screen, GMAS.co.inbox. And we use this to test our emails to see whether or not we are going to hit the inbox, go into the promotions tab, or go into the spam. Now, these days, people like me and Jonas, we wear things like smartwatches, and we have Apple phones that tie up with a smartwatch. And if somebody inboxes, our wrist vibrates, our pocket vibrates, and it gets our attention. This is enormous. It makes such a big difference, because if somebody sends an email and it goes into the promotions tab, silence. Nothing happens at all. The difference that makes to your open rates is enormous, to the point that if you send out an email and it didn't inbox, you'd be sitting there thinking, what's going on there then? It's very quiet. Not many opens, not many sales, very weird. Why is that? And then you look into it. For example, I used to say to Jonas, did I inbox? And he'd say, no, you're in promotions. And I hate to think, Jonas, how much money we must have left on the table over the last couple of years through not doing this. It is so important, and you can make so much more money. So what you do with GMAS, quite simply, if you've got an Aweber account, it's super easy. I've got Aweber and GetResponse, and Jonas has got Aweber. But if you've got an Aweber account, there's a little box there where you can send a preview test email on the right hand side of Aweber. And all you do is you come into GMAS, and down here on the left hand side there'll be email addresses that you can send the mail to. Then when it lands, you're going to be shown where it landed in that particular Gmail account. So on this particular screenshot, these little red ones here are showing that the emails went into the spam. The green ones are showing that they went into the primary inbox. Sometimes it will say primary inbox updates, but not many people have an updates folder, so you don't have to worry about that. That's still good. And sometimes it will say promotions tab. So you're aiming to get into the primary inbox. That's where you need to be. That's going to make the phones vibrate. That's going to make the watches vibrate. And it's also just going to ping into the inboxes of everybody that across the world that's receiving your emails. Then you've got a much better chance of getting the email opened, the link clicked, and then you making some money. Now, there's a few words that we have discovered will trigger a promotions tab in Gmail. Jonas, got some words for us?
Yes, just before we take those words, I just want to say that when I do GMAS myself, which I do every single time before I send an email, I would say probably at the very least 7 out of 10 times, the first email that I send to GMAS will come to promotions. I don't know what it's like for you, Trevor, if you typically inbox the first time you try it, but very often I will be sent to promotions first, and I have to make some slight changes. It's getting better now because I've kind of learned what words will trigger my emails going to the promo tab or not.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Quite often, and sometimes you don't even think about it because the words that you write, they're not spammy at all, but they will still send you to the promos tab. So for example, if you write in your email tomorrow, today, what else do we have, like this week, last week, yesterday, anything that has to do with a specific day, basically, will send you.
And I think also time to a certain extent. I use a shortener rather than use the word hour, for example, or hours. And I have to use all sorts of little tricks because there's a ton of words like that I guess Google being huge, and obviously Gmail is Google, and being multi zillionaires, they can afford to do a lot of research. So all they need to do is be constantly analyzing all of the emails that are coming out from companies that are promotional emails, and see what typically are they saying in there that makes it a promotional email that we can identify it for our users, so we can chuck it in the promotions tab and keep them happy. That's what they're looking for. Is obviously it's the user experience, but what that does for us as affiliate marketers is it makes it extremely difficult for us to get into that inbox. And as Jonas was saying, anything like today, yesterday, this week, tomorrow, all of those are going to get you in the promotions tab, which is crazy because you would have thought it was like cash and bonus and affiliate commissions and stuff like that.
Exactly. Don't ever think that you can just send an email without using GMAS, because, and like, even if you just select, even if you don't use words like cash, you might write, hey, so I just recorded a video about how to make your own dog food yesterday. That could go up in the promotions tab then, because you used the word yesterday. Even though the email itself is not like spammy or promo-y at all, but just that one word. So don't ever try and send another email without using GMAS. Even if you have a list of like 3 people, you want to inbox those 3 people. And even if you list, like even if it's 3 people or 30,000 people or 300,000 people, always use GMAS. It's free. There's literally no reason not to use it.
And as I said on the call, I think it was last night, anybody that's been on my list for a while, and maybe Dominus, you've been on my list for a while, so you may have seen this, but go back about a year, and I was kind of I was ended up sending emails that were getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and Jonas was noticing this, because in the end it was like, hi, first name, I've got this for you to take a look at. Take a look now, Trev. And it's like, well, what's going on with your emails? They're only a couple of lines long. And the trouble was, because I didn't have a tool to test it, and so I was literally just going through and taking out more and more words until I was inboxing, and this becomes a bit of an obsession and a science and an art, but it does make such a difference. So let me see. Mohammed just said, what's the name of this Gmail extension? It's not a Gmail extension. It's a website, and it's gmass, GMASS.co/inbox. And you just go there and you send you take their email addresses that are on the left-hand side and you send your test emails to those email addresses, and then you look to see if you're inboxing. Daryl says, notice that too, just thought you were super busy to write long ones. Yeah, no, I mean, and the joke of it is, Daryl, is that at the time, it was taking me hours to get to that final one-line email. Because it was driving me insane as well. So yeah, it was a funny time. I see many play with different volume emails, clearly not using GMass. Yes, yes, Dom. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that that wouldn't be using this. And this thing as well is, if you've got a list, then this is good. This is good for you. You know, no matter what size your list, even if you've got a small one. And we know some people have got small ones and some people have got big ones. And it's not the size that matters, as they say, is what you do with it. And I actually started out with a small one. And yeah, and I've God, where is this going? I can't. I've lost it now. I can't control myself. But you know what I'm saying. As mine has grown. Oh God. Anyway, yeah, it's not the size that matters. It's what you do with it. Moving on. So start looking for other offers. Now, this is the thing. I tell you what, I don't know who on here is actually getting a decent kind of amount of success with Headway, but I can tell you, if you're not, then you should maybe go back in and you know, start taking some action, because I am seeing sales come through for the affiliate offers that we set up on Headway all day and all night. I mean, it's just been crazy, and I'm getting people requesting. And in fact, my watch has just this second buzzed up with another one who's just requested to promote the Flipperdom AF offer. It's buzzing all day long. I'm approving people all day long, and the sales are coming in all day long. There are the zero offers coming through. There are the upgrades coming through. There are the $1 front ends coming through. So there are a ton of people who are making progress. They're making headway with Headway. So that being the case, that means that if you've started to get your score up and you're starting to get that record of sales, then you can start looking for other offers, and that's where you're going to be able to start making yourself some commissions. You know, obviously a bit more than just the $1 commissions that we've got there. Obviously, the reason for that in Headway was just to get you that score and to get you the experience of making affiliate commissions and successfully carrying it off. So where we go is a website called Muncheye. A lot of you will be familiar with this already, and some of you may never have heard of it. It's, you know, this business is, for a lot of people, you've just kind of stumbled across the make money online industry, and for a lot of you, you've been here for a long time, and some of you maybe are just getting to grips with it. But Muncheye is now the go-to site. We used to have a couple of others. What was the one you mentioned yesterday, Jonas? JV Notify Pro, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like v2.jv Notify Pro, but no one really uses that one, I think.
Yeah. So we only look here because it's a small community. You know, there's a tight knit kind of community of JVs and affiliates that creating products and launching that we want to go as affiliates and earn commissions from. So just in case you are a complete newbie, just to explain that, as an affiliate, you're looking for other people who create a digital product. They create the product, a sales page, sales video, and a funnel, which means there's upgrades in there, and they give you affiliate commissions if you send traffic to it that converts into a sale. That's it in a nutshell. So when you go to Muncheye, there's a few tips that we can give you. And this really is very, very powerful. I don't want you to dismiss this and think, you know, if you've seen this before, oh, I know all about Muncheye. But look for smaller launches rather than the big super affiliates, because this way you've got more chance of getting approved and getting review access. If you think about, there was a couple of weeks ago, there was a day where there were 12 launches in one day, which is insane. 12 launches in one day. You know, nobody, the only people that are really going to crack it on that day are the super affiliates who've got a ton of other affiliates who are almost duty bound to support them. And so it opens it up for you to go in and find a product that is not going to get a lot of support. I mean, actually looking at the screenshot on there, 10th of December, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 launches on the 12th, on the 10th there of December alone. And if you can find a smaller launch, the vendor for that launch, right, you're going to contact them and say, yep, hi, it's Bob here. You know, you don't have to say Bob, of course, you can use your real name. It's Bob here, and just looking to promote your product. Could you send me review access? They'll say, have you applied to promote? You say, yes, I've applied to promote. They say, what's your Warrior Plus name? They go and look up your application to promote, and they go, oh, okay, it's got a few sales. Yeah, actually, I need some affiliates because I'm not getting any action here because there's another 8 launches today, and all the super affiliates are getting all the attention. So he approves you. You go back and you say, any chance of review access? I'd love to do a review on this so I can really get some decent conversions. Yeah, no problem, Bob. There you go. There's the review access. Thanks very much for your support. And it's as simple as that. And all you need to do really is be confident and assume that you're going to get it as well. The worst thing that can happen is they say no. So what? You know, they say no, you just move on to the next one. You're not bothered. But what you do want to do is make sure you choose decent products and products that are, you know, a good quality product. Now, it doesn't have to have a good quality sales page, by the way. So another tip that we didn't mention before, Jonas, I used to go and look for good quality products with NAF sales pages so that I could produce a review page that was better than their sales page. All right. And sometimes I would even design logos. I mean, I know not everyone would want to do that, but I would even design logos and that sort of thing that they hadn't designed for my review page, and I would get huge conversions on that. But that's one of the tips. The other tip is on smaller launches, you can refresh that leaderboard. So you get a leaderboard on Warrior Plus, and it shows who's made sales, right? And if you're pre-selling, so maybe you mail out a couple of days before and say, I've got this great launch coming up, this product that's going to really help you to do whatever it is, blah blah blah, and you're pre-selling it, then there's a good chance that you might get a sale as soon as the doors open. So if you just sit there and just refresh that and just see what, you know, if you get a sale come in, you might see your name on that leaderboard. You could even be at the top if you're early enough, but certainly you could be in the top 10. Then you can save that and you can use that when it comes to applying for access, review access and approval on the next products. Because you can say, look, this is a recent launch that I supported, and here I am at #1 on the leaderboard. And that's a really powerful tip that is going to really help you. And you can do that with just one sale. I mean, we've seen that many times, haven't we, Jonas?
Yeah, we had someone on 2 days ago who said that she actually did find a smaller launch, and I think she ended up #2 or so, and she won prize money as well.
Yeah.
Just
well, that's the thing.
One thing. You said it was 12 launches the other day. There's 12 launches on the 16th, and there's 11 launches on the 17th. So, yeah.
Really? Oh my, that's incredible. Well, okay, thanks for that, Jonas, because that's a really good tip. So guys, go and look at those dates, and what you want to do is you want to try and identify the launches that are from a smaller affiliate, so someone you might not even know, but that have got a good quality product. Okay, and that's the one that you want to tackle. Yeah, and just another tip on that, actually, on reviewing and stuff. If you can't get review access, if they say no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you review access, but you still want to review it, then what you can do is you can look for other people's reviews so you can see inside and see what they're saying. And you can also search for any interviews that may have been recorded between the vendor and another affiliate, because they tend to be a bit more candid in those interviews and reveal a lot more about the product. So it's a good place to get some more information. So you could build up enough to do a review without even seeing the product. Anything else you want to add to that particular tip, Mr. Sweden man?
Not to that particular tip, but I do want to mention one thing before we move on. We got a question from Ida, which is, she said, I need to try this GMAS out. Is there an Outlook equivalent? What I would say about Outlook is don't even bother, because it's pretty much impossible to inbox on Outlook. I get so many like fairly important emails sent to junk on my Outlook account, because I use Hotmail or Outlook myself, and they're just impossible to please. It doesn't matter what you write or what company you are. you'll pretty much end up in the junk folder there anyway. So don't bother if you get sent to spam. It doesn't matter. Like 99% of people probably use Gmail now anyway, so I wouldn't bother with that.
Just quickly, Steve says Mike from Maine does the interviews. Yeah, he's a good one for those, and you can get quite a lot of information just by watching that. But then the only other thing is that sometimes it's only going to be the bigger ones that he's done it for. So you got to be you just got to do your best on that one. Okay, so number 3 is build your list. Now, I would like to know who on here has an email list. And let me know. I don't want to go back there again, but give me a rough idea. You got a big one, or have you got a small one? Or have you got no one? Not no one, no list. Not have you got no one? I'm sure you've got plenty of people in your life, But Dominus says 555. When I say 555, my mate John lives in Bangkok, and whenever instead of doing lol, he does 555. I think there's something to do with Thai. I don't know. So Philip Morgan has got 180. That's all right. That's good. You can do something with that. Let me see. Ada's got 500. David has not got a list yet. Latasha has not got a list yet. Kev has got about 300, not very responsive, and he says that's my fault. Yeah, okay, well, maybe you need to do a re-engagement on those. Travis, 3,000? Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, don't have a list, says Lawrence. That's my current list, Dom. Okay, cool. Not yet, hoping to have one soon, says Anthony. 1,000, says Pauline. Good. Anthony's got a small list. Charles has got no list. A dead list of 1,300. Also, Dominus has got. Well, we know all about the dead list, don't we, Jonas?
We do.
We can pull a lot of money out of a dead list. Mohammed, not yet, actually. Let's see. Linda has got 38,503. Wow. That's pretty impressive. And expensive, I should think, unless it's, getting you some decent money. John McLean, how you doing, John? None. Charger, I've got a list, a little one. Sorry, I know I'm a big kid, I can't help myself. Charles, not yet. Mohammed, actually not yet. Wanda, no list. Melissa, no list. Richard's got a little one. Let me see. Dan has got about 2,000. Yeah, cool. Oh, we spoke to you about that, Dan, didn't we? Yeah, re-engagement. Yeah, we're going to do some extra training on that re-engagement. No list for Robert, no list for Roger. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, well, that's good. Thanks for that. Good to know. Good to know. So we currently use Aweber and GetResponse. I use both, and Jonas uses just Aweber. The reason that I started GetResponse actually was because my Aweber open rates were awful, and I thought GetResponse would be better. But since then, as always, because we're learning and educating ourselves on a daily basis, we've discovered that it's not actually the autoresponder, it's what you do with it. So you can get just as good results. And in fact, my results now from both are very, very similar. And my Aweber open rates are now approaching 10% and more on a list that I haven't completely cleaned yet. So that's pretty cool. Now I've mentioned ManyChat on here because there's been a lot of training on bots and that sort of thing. So ManyChat is a bot system where you can use the Facebook Messenger bot, and those of you who know me will know that I use ManyChat. But I've seen from ManyChat themselves that there are lots of changes coming in January 2020. I've not got into too much detail, but when ManyChat are suggesting to me that I start building my SMS message, like mobile phone message list and my email list, that kind of rings alarm bells for me. So I've decided to recommend that you concentrate your efforts on an autoresponder list, a proper email list rather than a bot list. You can go down the bot list route by all means, and you've got a little bit of time left, but it might be in vain ultimately. So I would recommend that you go for a decent autoresponder. And the two that we recommend, Aweber and GetResponse. There's plenty of others out there, and it doesn't really matter too much. But it's a really crucial tool, because if you keep building that list, it just gets bigger and bigger. And oh yeah, people do drop off, but it's the foundation of your business. And they say the money is in the list, and we can absolutely confirm that the money is in the list. The sort of figures that we showed you a little while ago, we could not do without our list. I mean, there would be ways of doing it, but it wouldn't be as easy. So list building is very, very crucial. Jonas, anything on that one?
No, I just want to address a question. We got one from Lawrence who says, starting, would you recommend a free autoresponder? I would say I would probably go with Aweber or GetResponse, because when you do start out, you get a 1 month free trial. And after that, if you get up to, I think it's 500 leads on Aweber and maybe 1,000 on GetResponse, it will be like $19 per month. And I would probably go with them. There is MailChimp where you can get 2,000 leads for free, but I don't think they like affiliate marketing, so you might get banned from there. So personally, I would just get it started like right away with getting an actual proper autoresponder like Aweber, GetResponse. Maybe ConvertKit. I've heard a lot of cool things about them. I haven't tried them myself though, so I would say Aweber, GetResponse is still your best bet.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree. So just quickly, we're going to run through our stories for those of you that don't know us. For those of you that do know us, feel free to fall asleep for the next 2 minutes. But if you don't know us, then this might be interesting for you, and it might help you to understand a little bit about, our whys and why we did what we did going full time in this business, and what we've achieved and where we've come from. And we all have a different why for wanting to make money online, but ultimately I think it's to make our lives better, because although money isn't everything, it certainly helps. With more money, you instantly get more choices for everything in your life. And for some of us, we need to pay the bills, or without getting stressed, or it might be the mortgage or the rent. Maybe you need more time to care for a loved one in need, and you're finding that you've had to give up work or some of your work, and it's time that's an issue. Whatever it is, maybe you just need more time for you. We've all got different reasons, but ultimately, I think that we can all agree that if you've got more money, it can make life a lot easier for you. It can reduce the stress for you, and it can just make this journey on this planet that we get one shot at, it can just make it a little bit more pleasant. So, Jonas, would you like to tell us about your last job before you went full time as an internet marketer?
I'll give a quick little overview of this, sure. So most people probably know this because I've told this story over and over again. But yeah, the last job I had was in 2013. I got started in May. So this was a couple months after coming back from Australia. And I actually worked in Australia at a job that I liked, which was kind of the same as the one that I had in Sweden, except that the one in Sweden was terrible, and I actually enjoyed the one in Australia. And the reason I didn't like it in Sweden is because they had like super strange rules. So we had to bring our phones with us to the lunchroom. So let's say I had my lunch scheduled for 11 a.m. I would come in, I would heat my food up in the microwave oven, and 5 minutes later I would get a call saying, "Hey Jonas, it's getting super busy here. You gotta come out on the floor again and work." And I was like, "Okay, that's kind of strange because this pretty much happened like the first day I worked." And I was like, well, I guess I can't say no to that. So I would go out, and this would happen like this happened probably if I worked 5 shifts per week, would happen like 3 or 4 shifts, pretty much every time. And it was just super frustrating because I wanted to have my freaking lunch in peace. I just wanted to sit there, eat, and not work. But every single time they would force me to go back out and work, and I'd have to reheat my food again. And this like 30-minute break that we had, in reality, was more like a 10-minute break times 3, basically. And it was just kind of weird. And it was like literally, I couldn't go to the bathroom whenever I wanted because they would just be like, "Well, can't you see there's a ton of people here? Hold it in." And I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
but yeah, that's basically what happened there. And I also didn't like the way that we had to sell things because I had to sell what was the most profitable for the store. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I understand that, but it was wrong because I would get in like I get old ladies that would come in, and they would tell me like, okay, so Jonas, I'm going to watch TV once a week for 30 minutes. And I had to upsell them. Like I had to say, well, you're going to want to watch this in full HD, and you need better speakers, and you
Yeah.
should buy this TV that is 5,000
Yeah.
Swedish crowns more
Yeah.
than what you wanted to get. And then if I didn't upsell people to that, then they would get pissed because I didn't hit my targets basically. And I just felt like after a while, like I don't care. I'm just going to sell the TVs that I know people need. And then I got fired after like 6 months, obviously, because I didn't hit the targets, and I could not care less. I was so happy when
Mm.
my manager talked to me, like he took me to the side, like, hey, Jonas, you live with your parents, right? And I kind of had a feeling right there and then that he would say that they're not going to extend my employment. And then he did, and like I almost started crying out of like happiness when he told me. I was like, oh well, that's too bad. And I kind of had to pretend that I was not super happy with it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty much the best day of my life because I didn't like it there. And pretty much right there and then I just decided that I'm never going to go back to a normal job again. And
And
so
your
far
life
I
has
haven't done
changed.
that.
Yeah, your life
Yeah,
has changed so much, isn't it? It has.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's basically my story.
incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's fantastic. Thank you. So, for me, before I cracked it, I was at an all-time low. I'd been in business since before I left college. I was employing people twice my age when I was just 17. And then after having been in business all my life, by the year 2017, I found myself at an all-time low. As an employer, when the credit crunch hit in the UK, which was around 2007, 2008, my business suffered massively. And I spent the next 10 years paying my team before me so that they could support their families. The responsibility when you've got people working for you and you think, oh, how are they going to support their families? How are they going to pay their bills is immense. And if you're someone who cares, then you can't help but just want to help them all the time. But the knock-on effect was that I was struggling to support my own family. And I had bailiffs knocking on the door. I was up to my neck in so much debt, it made me feel ill. My entire living existence back then was one of total stress. The pit of my stomach just ached with worry all the time. Every phone call, every letter, every knock on the door stressed me out. You'd see someone pull up and you think, oh no, who's this? You'd see someone come to the door, oh no. And if they looked in any way official, you would be terrified. I mean, it's an awful way to live. It really is. People, if I saw someone sitting in a car near my house, I'd be like, well, oh, who's this? What are they doing? What's coming next? And it's just not a great time for me at all. Then on the 10th of February 2017, it was 1 year and 1 month also after losing my dear dad, and I just had enough. It was a dark, wet, dismal night as I left the office for the last time. And I left a lifetime of corporate life and took a huge leap of faith to go full-time into internet marketing. At the time, I'd maxed out all 4 of my credit cards enormously. I mean, because I'd been able to get a lot of credit. I mean, this is like going back to the credit crunch and all that sort of thing, but I'd got a lot of credit. And the only way that I could survive, because I wasn't paying me any wages, I was paying everybody that worked for me. The only way that I could survive was to use credit cards. So I'd maxed out the credit cards. I was overdrawn in all of my bank accounts to the point of pennies. And, for me, if this didn't work, then I don't know what I would have done. So can anybody on this call relate to that? Is there anything in either of our stories that you can relate to, whether it's the fact that you want to be your own boss, whether it's the fact that, you need some more money, that you're in a position where it's just not where you want to be and you would just like things to improve? I'm assuming quite a lot of you, I can see coming through that you're agreeing there. Yes, yes, yes. Because yeah, been there, hating my job, even though it's well paid. I can relate, absolutely. Yeah, living it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my life changed. My husband passed away. Sorry to hear that, Ida. Pretty much homeless. Sorry, Jill. Yeah, left a high paying corporate job. The phone calls, the bills, knocking the doors. Yeah, Carlos. Yeah, totally understand. Absolutely, I can I can relate, says Roger. Yes, I'm a single parent, says Wanda. Definitely, yes. Mortar burns and could be repossessed. Your stories, what got my attention? Yeah. So, and this is true. You know, I've not glossed over anything, and I've certainly not dramatized it. And you know, I could actually, if I told you everything, yeah, I could make it really, really dramatic, and you know, you'd be horrified. But it was a tough time for me. So, and so, you know, we know what it feels like to be in a place where you're not happy, and we know, you know, this is raw for me. I mean, I'm not even 3 years down the line. It was February 2017. So the reality of this business is that now we have no boss, we have no financial worries, we can spend time with our loved ones, and of course, for Jonas, you know, especially, we can take a pee when we want. We can have lunch when we want. We can go for a walk. We can take a dog for a walk. We can go to the gym. We can go to the shops. We can do what we want when we want. And you know, going back to that time when things were so tough, I do remember that I wasn't actually, even though money was the big thing, right? You know, even though I needed money to get myself out of the situation I was in, what I wanted was peace of mind. I would see people walking down the street laughing and joking and chatting away to each other, and I would look at them with envy and think, oh, I just want what you've got, peace of mind. I couldn't relax at all ever because I just was always worried and stressed. So I've got a question for you. You've seen what we've been able to do. You've seen our figures, and you can see that we've come a long way from where we were before. So who on this call would like to be making the magical figure of 10K per month? Let us know now in the chat box. 10K per month, we believe, is a figure that can change pretty much everything for most people. Me, yes, please, why not? Me, please, yes, hell yeah. Me, yes, please, I'd be beyond happy. Yeah, let's go, yes, me, I'd be chuffed, would be significant, yes. I'd be glad you'd like to do it. I'd prefer pounds. Yeah, right. Well, you know, not saying you can't. No brainer. Yes, sir. That would be a dream. Would do more change than just me. Breakthrough. Yes, I would like to retire from the 9 to 5. Yeah, you know, I think that when I was looking into this business, I started asking people that were apparently successful, and I'd say to them, you know, hope you don't mind me asking. I know it's a bit rude, a bit cheeky, but just roughly how much money you're making, you know. And they'd say quite often 10K a month. And I'm like, back then I was thinking, oh man, if I could make 10K a month, everything would be sorted. And it was like, you know, you could see that they were doing it, but you didn't know how. And I knew they were doing it because I'd seen proof that they were doing it, but I still didn't know how, because they were coming out with these products and stuff, and you know, you thought, well, yeah, I've tried that and I don't really see how you're doing that, but it is more than achievable. But like everything, the fastest way to success is to find someone who's already achieving the results that you desire and model them. But the trouble with the make money online industry, though, is who can you really trust to tell you how they really did it? I mean, how they really did it. You know, not just some kind of BS story on this is, you know, this is how you make $500 a day. You know, we've all seen that. I'm betting that one or two of you on here have had your fair share of BS served up in the form of coaching and training already. So we've decided that it is time for change. Enough of the BS already. How would you like your phone to look like this? This is a screenshot from my phone on the left and Jonas's phone on the right. I believe we took these screenshots yesterday afternoon, Jonas.
Yeah, I was on the 10th. I posted I did my like 2 minutes before you, even though mine says 5:19. That's because I'm 1 hour
Yeah.
after Trevor. So it's 8:45 p.m. Now it's 7:45
yeah.
p.m.
Jonas sent his one over, and I thought, God, that's really good, because it's got the name, like, so it proves it's him, and it, you know, and it just shows it's got this, you know, you can see it. We haven't, you know, there's no need for us to doctor anything like this. That'd be stupid. So I thought, yeah, I'll do the same. So I screenshotted mine, and they're the kind of figures. And you know, obviously you have your good days and your bad days, and I'm not saying that you can do this all the time, but you can see that they, you know, they're pretty consistent figures. And I'm sure that pretty much everybody on this call would love to see those kind of figures. And we don't show you this to show off. That's just not our style, but it's just to show you, that this is real and that you can actually do it if you know what you're doing. And 10K per month is definitely achievable. So, oh, sorry, I went one too far. That's because the questions box gets in the way. I knew that when I first started out, I had to make a lot of money in fast because I've got big overheads here, right? My credit card minimum monthly repayments alone were just eye-watering. They were hundreds and hundreds of pounds just to keep that from, causing me another problem. I wasn't spending any more money on them because they were maxed out. So I had to think and act, and I had to adapt as I went, and I worked my backside off. You don't get anything for nothing, but I'm not afraid to work, especially when you're in a position like that and you know that you have to change. It's a must now. And to begin with, I've got to be honest with you, it was a complete nightmare. Trev, this just isn't working. That's what my wife said to me. She walked into the room I'm sat in right now, and she told me if I couldn't bring in some serious money very soon, I'd need to sign on. We call it sign on in the UK. You probably call it all different things in other parts of the world, but basically it means the government, the state, are paying for you and paying your mortgage and everything else. And she said, you're gonna have to sign on because we've got to pay the mortgage, we've got to pay the bills. We can't get any food. She used to have to ring me up, and she would say, she'd be at the checkout and she was spending less than £10 on groceries to feed us. And she'd phone me up and say, have we got availability to get this? I mean, it's embarrassing for me. It's stressful. It's embarrassing for her when the cards declined, which it was so many times. And we had to do something. It was tough. When she said that, I was like, wow, it really got my attention because I knew I could do it, but I just hadn't quite worked out how. I knew these people were doing it, and I'm sure you must feel like this all the time. You can see they're doing it. It's possible, but for you, you're just not getting the results. Is that can you relate to that, guys? Is that does that sound right to you? Is that the sort of thing that you're feeling with this business? Yeah, totally. Yes, sir. Yeah. I think that because a lot of us think that this is like maybe a bit of a scammy business sometimes, make money online and that, well, that's a scam. Everyone that you talk to, that if you said to them, well, I'm actually making money online, I'm working, learning how to make money online, they're like, yeah, right, that's a scam. But because you can see our figures, right? You can see that it can be done. And me and Jonas, we're very similar and we're very different. But let me tell you this, that in this business, there are so many people that are, not hugely talented people. I'm not knocking anyone, don't get me wrong, but they're not they weren't born to be internet marketers. They weren't born to make money online. They're all totally different. We've got young, old, we've got male, female, from all over the world, from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds, all different everything that are making serious money online. Okay, so I knew it could be done, and it can be done. So after trying everything, finally things began to fall into place for me. Gradually I started making small gains, like $10, then $100, and that was exciting. And then boom, I pulled in 3K in a couple of days. Now I breathed a huge sigh of relief, and I showed my wife. And at this point, and even now actually, she had no clue how I did it or what I do for a living. But she doesn't have to worry about that anymore because she seriously doesn't know what I do for a living. I'm in the office now recording this. She's probably just got back in from Brownies downstairs having dinner, and she has no idea what I'm doing. But it doesn't matter, because I'm supporting the family at last, and I'm pulling us out of debt. And I don't think I could think of any other way to do that, other than what I've done. Now, since then, I've gone on to enjoy my first $1,000 day, which was incredible. There was a video actually that told the story of that on the Headway sales page. And then my first 2K day, my first 3K day, and more. And I'm blessed. I am blessed. I don't take anything for granted. I am truly, truly honestly grateful for every single penny that I earn. So, who on this call would like me and Jonas to tell them everything that we've learned and reveal exactly how we now make thousands of dollars every week from the comfort of our own homes? Hell yes. Me, of course. Yes, please. I do. Yes, yes, yes. All right, cool. Thanks. And thanks, guys. I'm ready. Go for it. Yes, yes. Love to know. Sure. Yes. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Thanks for interaction with us, because it does make it nicer for us when we're getting the interaction from you, because it can feel a little bit dead if people aren't reacting. So it's really good that you're getting stuck in with us there. Yes. Tell me. Thanks, everyone. But how long would it take? Right. Well, don't worry. If you're short of time, then I'm sure you can come back another time. But remember, this is a BS-free zone, right? BS-free. So we're going to respect you as an intelligent human being and not give you a load of old flannel. Now, Steve would know what a load of old flannel is. This term basically means we're not going to give you a load of old BS. All right, we like to tell things straight and as they are. So take a look at this chat that me and Jonas had this week. If you look at the chat on the left, you can see Jonas says, let's add everything we know into BT. He's got this new t-shirt. Have you worn it yet?
Yes, it's actually in the video that I just uploaded.
Oh, right. Dislike, unsub. It's great. It's great. He's actually encouraging people to dislike and unsub his YouTube videos. I think a bit tongue in cheek, really,
Maybe.
Yeah. So he says, gonna have a lot of fun with this. So, haha, also I say, and say, yeah, I'm thinking we literally give them everything, nothing held back. Then those who are really committed to making money 100% will. And Jenna says, yeah, let's tell them, like, if you want us to summarize breakthrough in one word, it would be everything. So we decided we would reveal absolutely everything we know on how to make thousands of dollars week in, week out. And we're talking everything. And we're going to package it all into something that we call breakthrough. Now, we've been talking about breakthrough for a long time, probably getting on for a year, Jonas.
Yeah, it must be close to it. Yeah, it feels like we've been talking about this forever.
We've been planning. We've been working out. To be honest, what happens is this: every time we come up with a new idea and test something and do a case study and something that works, we say, right, let's put that in breakthrough. So that's why this
Yep.
is so exciting, because we're not going to hold anything back, and we're sick of seeing everybody else hold it all back. All right, so this is what we've got for you. So what is breakthrough, and why should you now be demanding that we give you a link to buy? Well, that's a good question. Breakthrough is our brand new group coaching platform, which, as promised, we are going to reveal everything we know. And as you've seen, we're consistently making a substantial amount of money online, and we've shown you just one of each of our Warrior Plus accounts. Now, we also make regular commissions in our other Warrior Plus accounts, JVZoo and ClickBank. Here's what you could enjoy if you decided to join the Breakthrough family today. Monthly live coaching webinars. You're going to be taught a specific strategy in each call to enable you to start earning regular cash online. An ever-increasing VIP library of videos where we'll be constantly recording more and more video training that reveals all of our secrets, our tips, our tricks, our hacks, and with the sole aim of training you on how to do what we do. Specific training on crucial strategies. We're going to be teaching you a whole range of cash creating strategies, including how to pull off a multi-$1,000 promotion. Take a look at these stats. I think you can see in the space of 1 year, $106,000 in affiliate commissions. There's some pretty impressive figures there for each of those promotions. Now, I'm not saying that you can go out and do that sort of stuff right away. Obviously I wasn't doing it right away because I told you it was a struggle, but I've been learning and learning and learning and learning. And so has Jonas, and we share ideas. We bounce back all the time, and we improve and we improve and we improve. And we want to share that with you. We're going to share that information. So there's over 100K in affiliate commissions alone in the space of 1 year. That's excluding vendor profits, as I said before, and cash prizes and everything else. Now, this is Jonas's. Now, who would like to know how Jonas made 17K from one product? And hint, most of it was not from his email list. Let us know if you'd like to know how he did it. Yes, yes, yes. Me, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, yes. Ooh, yeah, sure do. Yes, yes, yes. Cool. Yes, 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 yes. Of course. Yeah. Don't blame you. Well, we're going to reveal that inside of Breakthrough. We're also going to give you specific training on crucial strategies. For example, how to create high converting reviews, how to get insane email open rates, how to run ads that cost just a few dollars yet pull in hundreds or thousands, how to set up successful YouTube ads, how to build a laser targeted audience on Facebook that converts, how to create high value bonuses that double your affiliate commissions. That's not all. As a founder member of Breakthrough, you're also going to get guaranteed approval to promote it yourself as an affiliate. Now, think about this for a second. We're going to approve you to promote and earn 50% commissions on every sale you make before it goes public. So nobody out there is promoting this except you and your fellow Breakthrough members. That is massive. With the super affiliates that could go and just crush it have not got access to it. So that gives you a fighting chance. And we're even going to teach you how to effectively sell Breakthrough using a whole range of strategies, free and paid. Just 2 sales and you're effectively in for life for free, but just 2 sales a week and you could have a job replacing income. But that's not all. We're also going to give all Breakthrough members guaranteed approval to promote all of our future products and give you 75% commissions and access to the products themselves, and in time for the launch, not after the launch when all the action has taken place and all the sales are gone, but you're going to get it in time for the launch. Think of what that can do for you. So you're going to have an unfair advantage just because you're part of the Breakthrough family, and we're trying to think of everything that we can do to give you that edge, to give you that fighting chance of making a difference. And there's more. We're going to create exclusive products that will not be on general release and give you guaranteed approval and 75 commissions on those too. So that means for you, there'll be almost no competition. The super affiliates are not going to take all your sales. You get a chance to take those sales. So let's summarize what you would get if you joined the Breakthrough family. You're going to get monthly live coaching webinars, ever increasing VIP library of videos, specific training on crucial cash creating strategies, guaranteed approval to promote Breakthrough itself, yourself, exclusive training on how to sell Breakthrough, guaranteed approval and 75% commissions on new products, private promos of exclusive products not on public release, private and exclusive VIP Breakthrough Facebook group. So who likes the sound of that? Does it sound good? Awesome, exciting? I do. Yes. Looks cool. Yes, yes, like it, love it, sounds good, fantastic. Yes, sounds amazing. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised because we spent a lot of time putting this together, and we kind of try to think of everything that we can genuinely do to make this a complete no-brainer. So how about this? Who would like to know how you could make $50 to $100 within a couple of hours of joining Breakthrough? Well, you're going to find out how inside. That's just another example of a video that we've just uploaded today that's going to show you how you can do that. Okay, so the big question on all of your minds is, what do you think the question is, guys? Let me know. What's the big question? Let's see who gets it right first. Yeah, Jill's there. Yeah, Melissa, yeah. Philip, yes. Anthony, yes. Pauline, yes. Yeah, what's the price? How much? Wanda, Latasha, yeah. Daryl, yeah. Barry, yeah. What is the price? Steve, no, I'm not even going to read that out because I might get sued. Roger says how much? Oh yeah, love you guys. Right, okay, so how much? You were all correct. So well, we've thought long and hard about this, and we have, haven't we, Jonas? We've gone backwards and forwards
Yeah.
so many times, on we know that VIP packages like this, and we've got a lot of experience in this. We've been working very closely with this kind of stuff. They're typically priced at $1,997. Okay, but we want to shake the industry up a bit because we're a little bit sick of the BS. So we knew we could do better than that. So for quite a while we were settled at $997. And I'm talking about up to very recently, we were settled at $997. And then we batted it backwards and forwards. Yeah, but what about this? What about that? We want to try and get as many people to get access to this as possible. And we considered that a lot of our followers would still find this tricky to find. So we decided it would be best for everyone if we gave as many of you as possible the chance to join us, and we have finally decided upon our price for you, our founder members, and that is just $4.97, and it's a one-time payment. This is no subscription. You pay once and we deliver over and over and over again. So if you want to take advantage of this, you need to go to floss.net, that's PHLOS, floss.net/breakthrough, and you can go to the sales page there right now. The offer is now open, and you can go and sign up and join our family, and we would love to take you by the hand and teach you everything that we know that works. So a quick recap of what you get. You get the monthly coaching webinars, you get the ever-increasing VIP library of videos, specific training on the cash creating strategies, you get the guaranteed approval to promote Breakthrough, the actual product itself, you get exclusive training on how to sell it to maximize your conversions, you get guaranteed approval and 75% commissions on new products that we release, private promos of exclusive products that we are not going to put on public release as well to give you a fighting chance, private and exclusive VIP Breakthrough Facebook group, and that's just $4.97. So remember the figures that we showed you earlier. This is a kind of example of what can be achieved in this business in a short period of time. Could this change your life? You know, imagine how 2020 would look in your mind's eye if you were already on board with us. I reckon you probably know in your heart that if you took the leap of faith and you clicked the buy now button, your future would actually change. And do you think that we've achieved these kind of figures without investing in training ourselves? No, of course not. You know, we take training all the time. We actually spend a lot of money on training. But the beauty of that is that with a pair of us learning and learning and learning, we can pass on what we learn to you. And, you know, we're not saying we know everything, but we're just a few years down the line compared to where you are if you're just starting out or if you've not made progress yet. So we've been there, we've tried it, we've found out what doesn't work and we've found out what does work, and we're prepared to share all of that with you. Now, latest news, there's a price rise notice on Sunday the 15th of December at midnight EST. We're going to be increasing the price to $5.97. So the founder members, $4.97, but then we're going to take it up to $5.97. As you probably know by now from Headway, etc., we don't do fake scarcity. So if you are on the fence, now would be the best time to join us. Also got a payment plan. We have a 3-month repayment plan, so you can pay just $199 today if that is going to help. Phil says, I'm surprised it's that low. Yeah, absolutely. We are. Love it. Thank you, guys, says Dan. How long will that be open for at that price? That is going to be open at that price until Sunday, as we just showed you. So, yeah, so we've got a repayment plan if it's a bit tricky for you at that price, and we've also got a credit card option now as well, introduced today. So if PayPal is not good for you and credit card is good for you, then we have got that covered as well. So that's the final recap there, and also to say there are no upsells, so you've got no worries about going in and, like, you know, you've paid that money, all of a sudden we hit you with, now, just before you move on, we've got one more special offer. No, we're not going to do that. This is just $4.97 right now until Sunday. So if you want it, grab it as soon as you can. And we're going to give a special VIP bonus bundle worth over $500 for the first 10 people who join us today. Okay, guys, so that is it. Have we got any questions? Anybody want to know anything about what we've said? Can you see any questions, Jonas? Let me have a look on there as well.
Let's take a look.
Dan loves the no BS zone. Dan's a Breakthrough member.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love a bit of no BS. 199 today, keeping that a couple of days. Yeah, the repayment plan is going to be there. That'll be there for a couple of days. Wanda says, how long before we see results? Well, you know, obviously it's all down to you, and it's a difficult thing to say how long before you see results, but we want you to get results as soon as you possibly can, and we want you to get the best results as soon as you possibly can as well. Do you cover CPA? Yeah, Jonas has actually got a lot of experience with CPA and has made some interesting profits on there, and I think you're doing some CPA training, aren't you? You're recording that tomorrow, Jonas.
Yes. There's no training on CP at the moment, John, but we probably will add something in there. I've made a decent amount of money from CPA. I used to do this back in, so a couple of years ago. I remember I made like 20 or no, I think it was $15,000 with a very simple method. It was completely free traffic, and that was promoting a CPL offer, so it was cost per lead, where I get paid somewhere between $1 and $4 per email address that I got, basically. We can see what we can do about that for sure, and that's what we said as well in the previous webinar, that what we mentioned today that will be included inside our breakthrough is kind of what we've thought of now, but we're going to keep adding stuff as well. So if someone says in the Facebook group that, can you guys cover this, or like, can you teach us this, then we're probably going to do that. And we actually got a
Yeah.
question yesterday from a member that wanted to learn more about like what kind of plugins they should use on WordPress, and I'm going to make a video on that. So if you have any questions, ask them in the Facebook group, and chances are we'll just go and make some training for that.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the really exciting things as well, because we've got like a master document for Breakthrough where we're adding content ideas all the time, and we're literally just going through and adding and adding and adding. So it's just going to get bigger and bigger. But if you've got ideas,
Yeah.
like you've got anything you think, oh, what about that? What about this? Then yeah, we'd love to do that. It just makes it
If we
much.
can, of course. Like obviously, me and Trevor, we don't know everything, but if there's something that we have some knowledge about, we'll absolutely do some training. I do want
Yeah.
to cover something here. So Philip is asking, what about the 50 to 100 in a few hours? That sounds cool. So yeah, I do want to clarify that a bit. The money you will be able to make $50 to $100. It will take you roughly an hour. However, it's not going to be paid out for roughly 2 to 3 weeks. But you will make that kind of money in roughly an hour. I think it took me 50 minutes and I made, I think it was $90 or $100. And that's all I can say about it. Now it's very simple. It works worldwide as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, that's it. So within like 2 or 3 weeks after you've done this for an hour, you will get paid.
Yeah, cool. Ida, congratulations. Ida says, I've just bought and have access to it. Welcome. We are delighted to have you on board. Let me see who else we got here. I can't
So
tell
Wanda
by
is asking, how do we
email
know if
address.
we are a founder member?
Because you would not have paid $597. And so that locks you in at $497. You won't have to pay anymore. That's it, you're done. And we just keep delivering and delivering and delivering. So it's definitely, I mean, we're probably going to kick ourselves for this, Jonas. Yeah, it's funny, but that's the kind of guys we are.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, I
Anthony
don't
says,
think like we said as well, I don't think 597 is going to be the final price. I actually think, like, the more I think about it, I really think this should be a 997 product or more, which is what me and Trevor first
yeah,
talked about when
that's what we
we kind
originally
of
said.
started.
We wanted to
Yeah,
cut
we
it in
said,
half, didn't we?
yeah, well, we
So
kind of said, like, let's do it at either 997 or 1,497 to
yeah,
have it a little bit under what everyone else is selling for, basically, to like have a small edge there, do it a little bit cheaper.
yeah,
So at this price, like both myself and Trevor, we feel a little dumb selling it this low, and that's just that's me being honest.
yep,
So yeah, it will be 597 from midnight Sunday.
yep.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it's like maybe 697 even before the year ends, and then next year it will probably go up to 997, I would guess. I can't say that for sure, but I can say
Yeah,
that 497 is the lowest that this will ever sell for.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So let me see, just going through here.
Okay, I can answer this question.
Yep.
We got one from Latasha. So are there any additional charges throughout the training? So it depends on what route you want to go. So one thing you pretty much will need is going to be hosting and a domain. I just recorded a video on that. That will be uploaded. Did you upload that, Trevor? Or did you just upload the 50 to 100?
No, I think that one's going up next.
Okay, it will be up like either within an hour or definitely tomorrow by the latest. I've done the actual videos. Everything's done. That's going to cover how to get cheap hosting and a domain name. You're going to get like 3 different options. Basically, you can choose whatever suits you. But just in short, I pay $5.95 per month for my hosting. and I've never really had any issues at all. I've been with them since
That's
2015.
stupidly cheap.
Yeah, they're called CrocWeb. It's a Canadian host. I've never had any
Yeah.
issues at all. They work really, really well. And then on top of the hosting for $5.95, you do need to buy a domain, which is going to be anywhere from $1 to $15 per year. Or it is going to be $1 for the first year, and then after that, it will renew itself at like $15, something like that. But yeah, after that, it's if you want to if you want to use paid traffic, like if you want to do Google ads, for example, it will cost you a little bit of money. You can do paid, you can do free traffic. That's something we're going to cover as well. So I would say like the only thing you really need, yeah, you need hosting, you need a domain, and you're going to want to get an autoresponder. But as I said, as far as autoresponders goes, Aweber and GetResponse, they both have a 30-day free trial, and after that, it's just going to be $19 per month. So that's not going to be a big cost either. What else do we have, Trevor? Like what must-haves? What do
What
people?
to pay for?
Yeah, like what do they
Yeah.
absolutely?
Sorry, I
Yes,
was just going through the questions to see if I'd missed anything. I mean, yeah, must-haves. I would say an autoresponder. I mean, look, you can do it without anything, to be honest with you, because there are ways that you can do it, and you don't. But if you just invest in a little bit of money, then you're going to get that back in the commissions that you're earning anyway. So Jill says, yeah, this is a still. I do see that. Wish I'd come across this a year ago. Yeah, it is a still. How do we take advantage of the payment plan, Anthony? You just go to the sales page and it's on there, and you can just go ahead and buy there. 199, keeping a couple of days on that one. I do love the BS zone, yeah. So do we. Did you say 200? Yeah, it's 199 Nurit for the payment plan starting today. Great deal as members.
So Philip is asking, when does this start? So once you join, Philip, you're going to see a couple videos, and then tomorrow I'm going to spend pretty much all day just uploading new videos as well. So as we say here, like ever increasing VIP library of videos, we're
Yeah.
going to add a ton of videos within the next couple of days. But yeah, if you join now, there's not going to be a ton. But starting tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this is pretty much all I'm going to do over the next couple of days is just upload a
Yeah.
ton of videos that you guys are going to absolutely love.
And then the thing is as well is that when Jonas uploads a video, say for example, Jonas uploads a video on hosting and getting domains, I can come in and I can give you my take on it as well. So you can get information from both of us that is going to just enlarge your knowledge, and we're going to have the monthly webinars. There's going to be a lot of fun there as well, and we are going to have a lot of fun with this because at the end of the day, we like having fun and we like helping people, and we really do like helping people. I think that's really important, and that's something that I guess you probably picked up on from listening to us, but we genuinely do want to. I tell you, there's an interesting question
Facebook
here.
group as well. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, Facebook group is going to be absolutely bang on. Bill says, are you going to be selling on the monthly webinars? No, absolutely no. No. That'd be wrong. That would be BS. It's BS free zone. And if we did that, then that would be wrong. So no, it's not an excuse to sell to you anything else. And as I said, there are no upsells. I'm not saying there's never going to be upsells in this, because we might come up with some ideas that would work for you guys. But at the moment, if you come in, we're not going to be hitting you with a before you move on OTO kind of thing. All right. None of that.
Just a little bit more on bills. Like, are we going to be selling the monthly webinars? To be honest, I don't want you guys, if you buy this, I don't want you to ever buy anything from me again, because what we're going to teach you is how to promote other products. Like, you don't have to buy them. We want you to make money and not buy more products, if you put it that way. So no, we're not going to sell you stuff there.
Time zone we're quoting for Sunday midnight. Sorry if I didn't put that on this. Midnight EST on Sunday for the payment to go up. When is the second payment? Asked Philip. The second payment is in a month's time. It's monthly. It's set up for. We did think about weekly, bi-weekly, etc., but we thought monthly would make it more achievable for more of you. Barry, no, I'm afraid as attractive as your offer, including the pint and the packet of pork scratchings is, I'm currently on a reduced calorie diet, so I could murder a packet of pork scratchings and a pint, but I'll have to decline. Thank you so much. Steve says we
Or
don't need
one
stinking.
question.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, there you go.
I was just going to say, Steve says we don't need stinking upsells. Yeah, go on, Jonas.
Yeah, okay. So one question from Philip. Yes, just again, so are videos all ready to go, or videos of slow release? So not all videos are available just yet, but I would say by Sunday we will have a ton of videos in there. And after that, as we said, like whenever myself or Trevor try something new that works really well, we will go and record a video right away, because Breakthrough is going to be our #1 priority from now on, because this is our little baby basically. So you guys will know everything that we learn. And yeah, so as time goes, there will be more and more and more videos in Breakthrough.
Yeah, and the other way to look at this, and Steve, I'm going to come back to your message you just put there, but it's really weird that you just put that. I'm going to tell you in a second. But the other way that we looked at this was this, right? For $497, you get a kind of one-off payment access to us coaching you every single month, right? And that coaching kicks off next week. So we could have just left it there and it would have been good value, insane value, because it would go on and on and on and on and on. But we decided that we're going to build out this VIP library so that it is just everything that you could ever need or want in order to get the right direction from a couple of guys who really do care. And no, you know, as I said, we don't think we know everything, but we know a few things that can help you to make money, and we believe that that's what you need, rather than some click button fanny that just doesn't work. Sorry, fanny is probably a different word in different places, but I'm talking from a London point of view. Steve will understand. But just getting back to Steve quickly, he says that's a Blazing Saddles quote modified. How bizarre that literally 2 hours ago I played a Blazing Saddles video to my son, and I said, you know what, I don't think I've ever watched that clip before. If I have, it was years and years and years ago. And I said, look, that actually looks like quite a good fun movie that we could watch as a family together. How bizarre that Steve then brings up Blazing Saddles. That is the craziest thing.
It's in your computer.
If you've joined us, because I can see quite a few payments coming through now. So if you've joined us, just jump on and let us know that you're in, so we can say congrats to you, etc., etc. Okay. Yep. Still awaiting links from Mobley and Flip on. Philip, just if you PM me on Facebook with your Warrior Plus name, please, and just check that you use the right code, because I'm going through and anyone that hasn't used the right code doesn't get approved immediately, because I've got so many requests coming in. I'm literally doing it all day long, so I have to go to the people that have done the code because I can spot straight away. Okay.
So one question from Philip here as well that we may want to address. So what do we need as spending cash for ads? I have host and get response.
Yeah.
Is it ad spend that adds up? So one example that we have from a Headway member who took action right away as it went live, he spent $72 over the course of like 3 or 4 days. So it was probably like $15 the first day, and then like 15, something like that. He made like $400 in profit in his first 3 or 4 days using that. With that being said, obviously not every single time you run an ad, it's going to convert. Myself and Trevor knows that as well. Like sometimes we will run ads and we'll literally get no sales at all. Other times we'll run ads, we'll spend close to nothing, and we'll make almost like $1,000. So it's really hard to say there. But as we said, like the first Headway member that we know of that took action made literally like $400 in profit in a couple of days, which is really cool. So yeah, it is the ad spend that adds up. As far as how much, it's not a lot at all. Most people typically start spending like $10 to $20 a day, and then once you see that sales are coming in, it converts, you're profitable, you simply scale. And when you scale, that's literally the click of a button. You just change it from $10 per day to $20 or $30 a day. It will take you 2 seconds, and that's how you scale, basically.
Yeah. Bill's on board. Just bought this. I'm on board. Congratulations, Bill, and welcome. Nirek says, are you saying EFT? I'm saying EST. So I'm saying Echo Sierra Tango time zone for midnight. on
All right, so
Sunday.
one more question here, and I'll actually split this question too. So the question is, cPanel frightens the daylight out of me. Will you show us how and why we need to know how to use it? So
Mhm.
that's kind of why we have the Facebook group as well. That's where both myself and Trevor, we want you to ask us questions,
Mm.
because even though we have an idea of the kind of videos that we want to put in Breakthrough,
Yeah,
it's a little bit hard for us to remember what it was like to be a beginner. We don't really remember the things that we used to struggle with back then.
yeah,
So whenever someone asks a question, and for example, this cPanel frightens the daylight out of me, will you show us how and why? I can absolutely show you that. And with that said, Ida, I pretty much never ever go into cPanel myself, because there's no point. The only time that I go to cPanel is when I want to run an ad, actually, because I use something called Commission Gorilla. And what you do then is you save the page from Commission Gorilla and you upload it to your website through cPanel. But that is so freaking simple to do as well. Like, you literally log in, you click on the website where you want to upload your Commission Gorilla page, you upload your page, and this is like a total of 3 clicks, I think, and then you're done. That's the only time that I ever go into cPanel. Well, and also, sorry, I forgot that when you install WordPress for the first time, you do need to go to cPanel. But again, that's
yeah,
like literally 3 or 4 clicks, and both myself, either myself or Trevor, we can absolutely make a video on how
yeah.
to use that. Again, as I said, like, you will
Oh,
pretty much never ever log in there.
yeah, all of that stuff. Anything like that at all is perfect. Just drop it in the private Breakthrough Grape Facebook group, and and
The
uh, and,
grapefruit.
and then we'd be delighted to do it. I personally am not a great fan of cPanel. I think it looks like it's about 15 years old.
Yes,
But
it looks like something from 1997 or something. But
yeah,
how often are you in cPanel, Trevor?
I no, very not often at all.
Yeah,
Not
there's
often
no
at
point.
all.
Like, you don't have to go there. You go there to install WordPress,
Very not
and you
often at
basically
all. What
get it
sort
up
of
and
English is that? See, Jonas speaks better English than me. David Kemp made it in. Congratulations and welcome aboard, David. Philip just paid. Fantastic. Welcome aboard. Perfect. This is
running. All
good.
right, so
This is good.
Dan is saying, if you do Gator host, your website hosting is free after $25 a month for unlimited sites and landing page. That's super cheap. That's really cheap.
Mm,
Cool.
yeah,
But yeah,
that
there's
is.
a couple different, like, really cheap. You're using SiteGround now, aren't you, Trevor?
Yeah, because I can do it. I can do videos. So I was saying I can do it on my side. Like from because sometimes we do things. I mean, it's like, for example, with the reviews. I'll do a review page. Jonas will use Commission Gorilla. I can. Sometimes I'll do review docs, as you would have seen in Headway, and there's all different ways that we do things, and so you're going to learn all of that anyway. Janice says, I'm getting Breakthrough now. I have a slow internet connection. Need to shut down the webinar to complete it. Okay, Janice, we'll see you soon. Good luck. SiteGround has a 75% discount now. Cool, yeah. They're a good company.
Yeah. One thing that I taught in the video that I actually haven't uploaded, but it's created, it's going to be uploaded, is to, when you do sign up for a hosting, like, regardless of who you decide to go with, always search for a discount code. And I do this for absolutely every single thing that I buy, even if it doesn't have anything to do with
Yeah,
online marketing. Regardless of what I'm buying, I always look for discount codes.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
something that I'm showing in that video as well, because when you, or if you decide to go with CrocWeb that I'm using, if you go to Google and type in CrocWeb discount, like, one of the first couple pages you'll find will be a discount code, and it's a very small discount. It's going to go from $5.95 per month. You'll get your first month, I think it was for $3.74. But the truth is, I get super happy every time that I get a discount, not because it's necessarily a lot of money, but because I don't want to pay $5.95 if I can pay $3.74. And that's just the way that I am. And it's the same thing, like, if I'm buying like supplements or something, like I want to buy some new protein powder or something, if I can get it for 579 Swedish crowns instead of 599, then I'll use that discount code.
Mm,
So that's
mm,
that's
mm.
something that I'm talking about as well in that video, just
Yeah,
to find the best deal on hosting that you can possibly find, because honestly, why pay more? Like, there's no reason to.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, Philip says, is there a discount code for this?
No, there is not. This will never be less than 497.
No.
Good question though.
Scott says, can you send me a link to watch the replay of this webinar? Sorry, I forgot I had a doctor's appointment. Possibly, yeah, we may be able to get a replay out of this one. If we do get one up and out, then we will send it out to you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, one
Yeah.
question from Nurit. So shouldn't we pay for tracking? You absolutely should if you're doing a specific kind of ads, I guess. But like if you're doing like the ones that we're teaching or that we're going to add into Breakthrough now is going to be, or actually I don't want to go into that too much because that would kind of be spoiling things, but no, you don't really need it for what we're doing. But yeah, it's possible that you do, if you want to do like, no, I'm not even going to go into that now, but no, you don't need to use tracking with what we're going to teach you right now.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're coming up now to wrap it up, guys. I would like to say, oh, I've got another question there. John Mederick, after purchasing Breakthrough, what other tools we need? I think as Jonas was saying earlier, you know, ideally, I mean, you can get away with no tools, all right, to be honest with you. No, Steve, it's not. You can get away with no tools, but it's like it's a business, you know. So you're investing. I mean, why don't you say to yourself, right? This is definitely a 997 product here. You're getting it at 497. The money that you've saved, you could put towards it. So the hosting, for example, at $6 a month, it's not a lot of money. A domain name, you know, you can pick them up for like 99p, so it's not a lot of money. An autoresponder, $19.99 a month, you know, it's not huge. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, I know, because I know, right, when you've got no money, I know what no money is all about, but in order to maximize your chances of making more money, they're just the little things that I would suggest that you had. So let me see.
I had to mention one thing because you said that Steve wrote something about Blazing Saddles or something.
Yeah.
And now both him and Muhammad is saying there's a Firefox add-on called Honey. I actually did talk about Honey in my video that I recorded as well for finding discount codes and stuff. So this is this time now, Stephen, that you've kind of did some kind of inception in mine and Trevor's brain. So this is a little freaky.
This is.
Yeah, but I actually do mention Honey. It's a really great app. It basically, it finds the best discount codes for you, and yeah, that's mentioned in that video.
Do you know, maybe what you should do is consider becoming a medium if you don't make it online.
Yeah.
And you know, because you seem to be a bit psychic. Let's see. Thank you, Trevor. You always deliver. Oh, thank you, Nira. I appreciate that. I'll be in before Sunday cutoff, says John. Fantastic, John. Brilliant. Let me see. Scott, disability checks don't go far. No, I know. You know, absolutely. And this is the thing, you know. So I know we've done our best to bring it down, but of course, at the same time, we're putting a lot of effort into this, and we need to make sure that, you know, we can afford to support it, etc. But we try to keep it as low as we possibly could for you guys. So yeah, okay, I think we're about to wrap it up now, unless anybody's got any final questions before we say adios, au revoir.
Wow, I do have one thing to say, Trevor, that you missed. This is from Cynthia. She's the one who actually said that she promoted a smaller launch, if I remember correctly. And she now says, I spent less than £10 on a recurring offer following the Headway GADS method and made a sale. So got my money back and now some money every month. Haha, so it definitely works. How cool is that?
Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's so really good to know that you guys are getting results. And there's quite a lot of different levels in Headway. And you know, if you started going through it and you got distracted, then I would strongly recommend that you go back to that. And also anybody that's joined Breakthrough over the last few days, you know, it's still a good idea for you to go back to Headway, because we did reveal some stuff in there that was actually teaching super affiliates stuff. they were going through and reviewing our product and saying, you know what, I didn't know that. I've learned this, I've learned that. And that was pretty cool as well, you know, because
Yeah,
we were not holding back in Headway, and that is the way we roll.
yeah,
So
for sure. All right, so Steven is asking, is this still good without your first 10 bonus?
yes, of course, it's incredible. Incredible. The first 10 bonus is just a little sweetener to sweeten you. But there's still a few left if you want to get on. So yeah, no worries. Yes, Scott, going to start going through the Headway program now. Yeah, definitely do, because you know there's a lot in there for you guys. All right, so if you can't afford to get onto Breakthrough, just go back to Headway and really get stuck in over there. I would like to say thank you to all of you for your attention and your engagement. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we've really had some fun. We are hoping that we can get a replay for this and we can get it out to you. So if that works, then you'll be hearing from us. Don't forget the price is going to go up on Sunday. Don't forget there are no upsells if you're a little bit scared about the upsells. Don't forget there is a repayment plan option. And don't forget, there's also a credit card option. So we've tried to come up with as many different, you know, ways to make this easy for you guys to get in.
Yeah.
So let's see.
And don't
Thanks
forget
for
the
the webinar.
Facebook group where you can literally like ask us to make more training for you. And don't
Yeah,
forget that it's going to grow and grow and grow. And that, like Trevor said, this is the lowest price it will ever be at. It
yeah,
will go up to $597 on Sunday. Maybe it will stay at $597 for quite some time. Maybe we'll raise it to $997 on New Year's Eve. I don't know, but it's never going to go back down to $497.
yeah.
And that's just the way it
I
is.
mean, yeah, that's it. It's going to be 597 Sunday, and then yeah, the next one. I guess, you know, because what we're going to be doing is it's going to be getting so big that it's going to probably get to a stage where we're going to think, right, definitely worth 697 now. Off we go,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
the end of the day, we're business people as well as we want to help you. We've got our mortgages to pay. So Philip says, buy now, going for a glass of wine. Sounds good, Philip. I think I might join you. Thank you. Yay, no upsells. Yeah, absolutely. Anthony, thank you. You guys are great. I'm so appreciative of your knowledge. I look forward to learning and growing my business with help from you guys. Thank you so much, Anthony. Really appreciate it. And we do appreciate all of you. We really do. And again, thanks for your engagement. It's made it a lot of fun. You've been a great
Yeah.
audience, as we would
Yeah.
say
It's
if
fun.
we were on stage. Steve says, my biggest problem is shiny object syndrome. I bought absolutely everything going and then moved on to the next one. Yeah, well, look, you know, really, this is kind of what this is all about, isn't it? Because we've been there. We've been there, and we see that a lot. You probably have noticed a lot of my sales videos are really kind of addressing that shiny object syndrome, because you know why? Because we really do care, and because we really are trying to show you don't need to keep doing that. All right, this is going to be good. We want you to give us glowing testimonials. It doesn't matter if you never buy another thing off of us. All right, just give us glowing testimonials that say, you know what, Breakthrough is the business, because we want you to get results. We want you to start making progress. We want you to change your life. We want 2020 to be the best year yet, and then every year after that. So cheers, gents. Says John. Thanks, guys. Says Pauline. Thanks, both of you. Says Philip. Thank you. Hope to join you soon. Says Latasha. That's why I'm hesitating in case I start all over again. Says Steve. Well, look, you know, if you join us and you don't follow through, then you know what's going on there. Seriously, you know, we also believe from our own experience that when you spend a bit more money, it forces you
Yeah,
psychologically to get stuck
definitely.
in.
Yeah.
So Ida, thank you guys. Great webinar. Can't wait to start the course. Yeah, thanks, Ida. Really looking forward to working with you as well. It's going to be good. We are excited, truly
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. So for
Okay.
those of you that did pick this up now, just stay tuned for the next couple of days. There will be so many more videos coming. Make sure you join the Facebook group, say hi. We'll be there waiting for you. And yeah, if you have any questions, just ask them in the Facebook group and we will probably make some training for you.
And as Scott just said, you got to risk it to get the biscuit. Thanks,
That
Scott.
is true.
Okay, guys. Right, we're going to end it there. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care. I wish you all the best. And that sales page is up now. and you can go and grab that. So if you didn't grab it during the webinar, please go ahead and join us as soon as you can, and we will see
Cool.
you soon. Take care.
See ya. Bye, everyone.
Bye.